Hello, Facebook. Happy Friday evening. It is 5 to 7 in Los Angeles. Some sort of crime is being committed close to where I'm living right now. There are helicopters going overhead, so I'm sorry. Quickly, I'd like to address something. Gary H. Cox, loyal Facebook friend, writes, Stephen, we're all excited about Arrow, but we've got to discuss the elephant in the room. First, you tweet about steamed kale. I like steamed kale. Then almond butter and gluten-free bread, and now we're talking about the video where you weep like a baby while playing with baby kittens and Sarah McLachlan music wafts through the air. You play a superhero, man. We look up to you. And yes, I'm totally kidding. He was kidding. But let's address it seriously. My life is going through a huge shift. It started when I got cast in Arrow. It continued when someone suggested I try and go gluten and dairy free, which I've now done for over 2 months. The easiest way that I can describe gluten, dairy, and to a large extent sugar, no processed sugar of any kind. The best way that I can describe that change is that there has been a complete shift, like a 180-degree turn in the way that I think about food. It's less about what things taste like and more about what they do for your body. So when I'm eating steamed kale, which up until a couple of months ago I would have been this disgusting, do it in olive oil and put some garlic on it, and even then it's kale and it's okay. Now when I have it, I actually find myself thinking about the types of nutrients that are going into my body and how this is going to make me more effective throughout the day. It's because I play a superhero that, and this is the important part, has no superpowers. So regardless of how cool the show looks, how cool the suit looks, any of that stuff, if I don't look good in it, if my body doesn't look like it can legitimately be a weapon, then nobody's gonna believe it. So this process has motivated me, and it's easy to be motivated because it's such an awesome and interesting experience. And I think that the best way to sort of put a rubber stamp on it and show you how effective it is when we finish shooting the pilot. I don't need to be in shape right now. I could be on a beach in Mexico, and I still actually might go on a beach vacation somewhere, but I could be sitting on the beach in Mexico firing back Coronas and, you know, mixed drinks. Like those crazy mixed drinks that you get at all-inclusive resorts that are like 8,000 calories a glass. I could be doing that, but I don't want to because I feel really, really good. As for the Prius, I don't identify any sort of masculinity when it comes to automobiles. It's not how I want to be like, I'm a man. My previous car that died today, RIP, Billy the BMW, was a 1976 BMW 2002 that I bought for like $2,000. I mean, it was nice and it was fun, and people they liked looking at it and going, oh, yeah, I know the 2002, my uncle had one, my grandfather had one, but it was a real piece of shit. Like, it drives terribly. It's uncomfortable, it doesn't have power steering. I would constantly get holes in my forearm trying to parallel park because you had to hold in reverse. Again, it was a real piece of shit. Before that, I had a smart car. Smart cars, they just look cool. I'll be the first to tell you, fuel efficient? Not really. Do they handle well? Absolutely not. Very narrow wheelbase, very narrow wheels. The shocks don't have that much room, so you're basically riding along and it's like rickety, 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 rickety.